Hey guys, Coach Gaglione here. Thanks for stopping in to watch. We got our U.S. Open team workout today. We also got a couple people training for some local meets as well as the Arnold Classic, the XPC Finals. Got a lot of strong lifters under one roof, so we're going to check it out. We're going to start warming up and see how the guys do today. Settle it. Squat. Rack.
I had a pec training a couple months back at Mark Bell's gym, and I'm looking to assess how that's feeling today because I have about 12 weeks out from the US Open, which is the meet I'm preparing for, and I just want to see where I'm at as far as that goes. I also haven't been squatting reps in years, and I want to just improve at that. I want to get better at squatting in reps.
Settle. Squat.
I flew from San Diego to New York basically to get in a training session with John. He trains me remotely. But we wanted to make sure that we got in a training session in person so we could work on some technique stuff, definitely dial everything in before this meet coming up. Even though it's distance training, it kind of really feels one-on-one. Since I've started working with him for the past 8-9 weeks at this point, I think, I've learned so much, and I've had so many technique changes, specifically in my bench. That's been like my weakest point so far. We're changing up a lot in my bench, and it's already feeling a lot stronger, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Here to train with some of the best, to work with John, try to work on the squat, the bench, and get some good feedback while I'm here about 5 hours from home, so make it a valuable training day. My goal is not to break. So before I came to John, I had a lot of injury problems, and he's been doing really well at keeping me healthy. And the goal is to really make it through an entire meet without tearing anything, without any major injuries, and to hopefully set some PRs at a big stage, which I haven't been on in a long time. So those are the big goals, but mainly to stay healthy.
So we're working up, doing some chain squats. The first couple of sets, we're just focused on explosive strength. Then we're going to work up a little bit in weight, and we're going to add the knee wraps and really overload and trying to stimulate the central nervous system so we can handle some heavy weights as we get closer and closer to the contest in April.
I've never squatted in knee wraps before. I think I've had like about 2 sessions ever in my life, so it definitely requires me to change up a couple things, and we're going to work on that today.
A lot of times with knee wraps, people will kind of forget to push the whole time because they get that spring out of the bottom. The chain's going to teach them to push the whole way through the top. So a lot of times lifters will kind of slow down midway or 3/4 up through the lift. The chains teach you to accelerate and kind of push through those sticking points. From their standpoint, they're doing a walked out meet as well. The chains also make it very unstable as you're walking the weight out. Teach you to really tighten up your core and stabilize the weight. Let it settle before you start. So it's going to allow them for better, stronger walkouts when you take the chains off in later sets. So we're working up to our top set now. We're handling some heavier weights. Kind of my goal for these guys today is just to handle some heavier weights on their back. So like with Steven, is going to be handling over 700 pounds at the top, which is going to be something that we want to try and hit in the competition. Gina's going to be handling over 400 pounds at the top with the chains, which is something that we're looking towards handling at the competition as well. Just getting the nervous system ready, getting practicing the knee wraps, practicing the walkout, practicing all the commands, because you want to practice how you play.
Today I was squatting some pretty heavy weight. It definitely was really helpful to have those people there like, supporting me, like knowing they had my back, and then just kind of pushing me and just critiquing me after every lift. You know, I constantly want to learn more, get better, and that's what they're here to do and help me do. So it was pretty awesome.
I mean, it feels good to get back to the community and other lifters who will also give back themselves. And Steve and Gina, you know, between her being an excellent sumo deadlifter and Steve being an excellent squatter and giving him a couple tips about how just 2-3 weeks working with John and releasing hip flexors, he had the exact same problem I do, and he gave a couple tips to help me feel better, you know, get all the rest of my knee prep. So I'm really thankful for that.
Larry actually gave me a cue that for the first time in my life, bench actually clicked. And it looked like a real bench press instead of something that some bro taught you in like a Gold's Gym.
Basically, the weight's just gonna keep getting heavier and heavier. I'm already smoking all of my old rep PRs. Everything is moving super smooth, and we're really honing in technique. So I'm excited to get some real heavy weight on my back, pull some heavy weight off the floor. Hopefully everything goes as well as it's been going.
But listening to John, listening to Gina, listening to Larry, within 4 hours, I learned more than probably the past year through lessons that were learned the hard way. Instead, I got to kind of take the wise move and learn from either the mistakes that they've done or from their successes.
Yes, have a good day. You're getting better every day, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Better than last week.
There you go. That's the most important thing. You're progressing week to week. If you're a little bit better than yesterday, that's the most important thing. You're constantly getting a little bit better. Those little wins add up over time. Be consistent. Keep working hard. Good things are going to happen.
The next steps are keep listening, keep learning, stay healthy. For me, every time I've had a good weekend or two, I break. So now it's about learning not to keep the pedal to the floor, taking a step back, following the template, and continue to learn from people like Gina, Larry, John, and just learn everything I can to keep myself in the game for as long as possible.
I definitely learned a whole lot from Gina and John. I also looking forward to doing some stuff on my own in the future. And it was inspiring being next to a couple of the best lifters in the country and seeing how much more I need to learn, just hearing them speak and what they know, and just get better at speaking to a crowd of people and giving back to the community instead of just being a big lifter on IG.
So Larry was talking about giving back to the community. This was the first time in a while that I felt like I was the community in this one, and it was really humbling to be able to have people that are at such a high level, that are such good people. And I think a lot of people do forget that these are just regular people. And John here, he's picked up some really fantastic athletes that are absolutely excellent humans, and I think that should absolutely never go unwarranted or unnoticed.